time for fifth quarter on KALB. Sponsored by Christus St. Francis Cabrini Hospital.
22 Central teams began this season without a loss, but as we reach the halfway point, we're down to just 3. The St. Mary's Tigers have not dropped a regular season game since week 1 of last year. They say defense wins championships, and the Tigers have not allowed more than 18 points in a game all year. Meanwhile, in District 2-3A, we have a pair of perfect teams. The Gina Giants feature one of the most dynamic rushing attacks in the state. Zarek Jones is closing in on the 1,000-yard mark as Gina ranks among the best in 3A. But right behind them, the Bunkie Panthers are closing that window. The trio of Dylan Compton, Tanner Lemoyne, and Kyle Johnson have Big Red Nation 5-0 for the first time in 8 years. Will the Streaks stay alive tonight? It's all up next on the fifth quarter. And welcome to the Week 6 edition of the fifth quarter. I'm Dylan Domingue.
And I'm Nigel Dyson.
District play beginning tonight around the area as a new season is now underway. And the biggest district game in the area was in Avoyelles Parish with the Big Red Nation. It is our Week 6 Southern Air Cool Game of the Week. And for that, it's the Bunkie Panthers, and they're coming out like hungry animals that they're having their best season in quite some time. They're hosting Caldwell Parish on homecoming night. First drive for the Panthers, our former ACA Athlete of the Week, Dylan Compton, tossing this bullet to none other than Kyle Johnson for the touchdown. Bunkie takes an early 8-0 lead. To the second, the Compton to Kyle connection strikes back just like the Empire did in Star Wars. I don't know if you've seen any of those movies.
Wasn't born under a rock.
All right, Kyle Johnson will be playing D1 football at defensive back, but his hands are good on offense too. 4th and goal for the Spartans. John Paul Shaw looking for a man, but instead gets a face full of grass. Bunkie's defense was bend but don't break. And then it's Compton up the middle, just a big guy, and you can't bring him down. Coasts in, and then he does the layup because he's a pretty good basketball player too. Bunkie led 22-0 at the half. Caldwell Parish did have 2 quick scores in the third quarter, but Bunkie pulls away 49-14. The Big Red train keeps on rolling. The Panthers are 6-0 for the first time since 2003.
At Turpin Stadium, 5-0 St. Mary's hosting LaSalle for homecoming week and their first game in district play. Tigers' first outing on offense. Bankston looks for a man deep, and that pass, let's see how it's going. It gets read like a picture book. I mean, he just took it with ease. Turnover, St. Mary's. Tigers would later get redemption at the goal line. Drake Griffin parts the Red Sea like Moses and gets in for the score. Can I get an amen for all my dogs?
Amen.
But my man Drake wasn't done performing today as Bankston would find him in the end zone for the back-to-back score like Jordan, 96-97.
You're not even a Jordan fan. I don't want to hear it.
You're
a LeBron guy.
Tigers continuing to roll on offense. Mixon Bankston breaking the pocket like inflation, doing his best Chris Brown impression. I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. And Heavy steps into the end zone for the score. St. Mary's were going to halftime up 35-0, and we'll move on to 6-0 with the 42-0 final score.
Marksville trialing an undefeated Gina, and is this Mike Tyson out there? Some haymakers being thrown between the mascots. My goodness. The Tigers deliver their first punch of the game, but Gina comes right back. Zarek Jones, he can't bring him down by just a jersey. He reverses course quicker than I switched majors in college. He puts Gina up 8-6. Next drive, Gina driving on the end around. It's Zy Hunter. He loses the cameraman, and he loses the defense. The Giants get a 10-0 lead, or 10-point lead, excuse me, but Marksville says, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Elijah Murray, the do-it-all man, snatches the ankles, and then he gets to the sideline and breaks free, diving into the end zone. Marksville keeping this one a lot closer than a lot of people thought, but Gina, they would pull away. Hunter gets his second touchdown of the half. This one from Zach Barker. Giants led 38-12 at the break, and Gina wins big, 60-20. To some other scores from around the area, Ash. They were down 3 scores in the first half to one of the best teams in 5A at Ruston, but came back, made it a game, but fell just 1 score short. Same with Grant. Tough outing on the road at Franklin Parish. Good showing, though, for the Cougars as they fall by 2 to the Patriots. Still plenty more games to come here on the fifth quarter. Stay with us.
We are the Marksville Tigers, and you're watching the fifth quarter on News Channel 5.
Can he?
Fifth Quarter Scoreboard is sponsored by Antune Hospitality Group's family of restaurants, including Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen and Outlaws Barbecue. Louisiana's most wanted, always the winning call.
Down at the JG located at the end zone. Once again, report to Gina High School.
Gina getting us going with some thriller in October, and it was a thriller night in Pineville as they were playing West Monroe. Early on, West Monroe starting off strong. Those Rebels up 7 already. Hayden Federico launches this one to Dedrian McNeil. He goes untouched for a touchdown as they go up 14. Pineville looking to respond. Jalen Whitty airing it out. Thinks he has his receiver, but instead he finds the DB. A really good diving interception for the Rebels. Defensive back there. West Monroe not able to capitalize. They go up with a field goal at 17-0. It was really West Monroe's day from here in the first half. Federico with the ball once again, decides to run the ball in himself, dodges a few Rebels, and cruises into the end zone. They were up 24-0. But look, it wasn't all pretty, but this sack by Ty Sanders, he came out of nowhere, shot like a cannon.
He took that last juke personal.
Yeah, that was about the main defensive highlight for Pineville there in the first half as West Monroe wins this one 31-0.
Heading to Avoyelles, the Mustangs looking to get their first win over Oakdale. Late first quarter action, Dakota Johnson takes a snap and fumbles it like a bag. Avoyelles ball. The ball must have been oiled before the game. Pause. DeCarrion Sampson carries the handoff, loses the ball like an opportunity, and turns it right back over like a flapjack.
I like some flapjacks.
Oakdale fourth down in the red zone. Dakota Johnson finds his man C.J. Waller in the back for the toe drag touchdown. Avoyelles looking to answer. Kevin Jones takes it, gets it out the pile, and shakes it off like Mariah Carey to get the tie game at 6. Avoyelles will go on to win this one and get their first win of the season, 36-22.
Yeah, big congratulations to them. Some other scores. Winfield gets back in the win column, 30-14. Manny, a big win at home, 42-13. A game from last night, Saturday, is the start of squirrel hunting season. I don't know if you know that, which means it's the annual Squirrel Bowl for Buckeye. They were playing Bolton, the fans already in their camo. They were off school today to get ready for the season. First drive, this deep shot from Adam Broadnax could have knocked some squirrels out of the trees. He connects with Hayden Boone for the tutty. Next drive, Jim Burlew, look at him. You just can't bring the man down. Takes about 8 guys to get him down to about the 2-yard line. And after a run like that, you keep feeding him like Ezekiel Elliott. His 16th rushing touchdown of the season. Third drive, same result as the first 2. Ashton Hawthorne on the sweep. And he's pumped up because that was his first career touchdown. Buckeye would score plenty of touchdowns last night against Bolton, 67-0. The Panthers can now celebrate this weekend with a pretty good squirrel dinner.
Yeah, I'm not big on eating rodents, but y'all do you.
Hey, come tomorrow. We'll be eating some squirrel. That sounds good to me. All right, stay with us because our plays of the week are up next.
The Fifth Quarter Score Ticker is sponsored by Hickson Autoplex. Hickson has it.
And you're watching the Fifth Quarter on News Channel 5.
To a game from last night, Tioga looking to get back in the win column against Pine Prairie, opening kickoff. Why would any team kick to this dude? It's Jacorian Norris making a few men miss, and he's just gone. But why would you let him have the ball in his hands? He can score on all 3 phases. Doesn't even look like he's running. Just a jog for Jacorian as the Indians go up 7-0. 1 minute later, Tioga back on offense. Josh Lloyd on the sweep. He hits the gap with some speed, and he won't be taken down. Tioga trumping Pine Prairie. Still in the first. Travis Adams this time on the toss. He gets to the corner, and he tightropes better than a gymnast down the sideline. It's 21-0. Fast forward, we're still in the first quarter. One name we have not called much this year. Sophomore quarterback Case Malone buying time, takes a shot 50 yards down the field. The receiver ran a post route. Malone hit him. Just call him Post Malone. I failed on delivery.
Congratulations.
Great reference there. Tioga, 49-0 winners over Pine Prairie.
The Rose Pine Eagles at home in this one as they take on the Logan Sport Tigers. Third quarter, Tigers up 14-0 as Juka Din Carter takes the handoff and drops a few Eagles defenders like Fries and strolls his way into the end zone to extend the Tiger lead.
You have a name Juka, you got to do that.
Early in the fourth quarter, now the Eagles still scoreless, and quarterback Steven Holloway fakes the handoff and evades the rush as he has plenty of time to find Jakarian Wilson for another one. The Eagles couldn't get anything going in this one and fall to Logansport 38-0 final.
Just down the road at Pickering, the Red Devils playing host to Menard. District play here. The Red Devils and Eagles line up for the game's opening kickoff, and the Eagles freshman, how about Wyatt Hayward, controls the ball, takes off with it, has some room up the middle, and it's nothing but green grass and ease for him.
He looks like Daniel Jones when he was running for that
he didn't trip, though, and he scored this time.
He did it better.
Eagles untouched, 60 yards for an Eagles touchdown on the next drive. Eagles quarterback Jake Bonney's a lefty, but rolling out to the right, finds his receiver Jordan Wright for an easy score. Menard picks up district win number 1, 42-0. And with all the action we've seen tonight, it's time to reveal our plays of the night presented by Farm Bureau. For play nominee number 1, we go back to Gina in Marksville. It's not a Gina play, it's actually a Marksville play. Elijah Murray, he can do it all. This time, snatching some ankles on the way for a touchdown. Elijah is electric.
Oh yeah. Let's see this one more time. As he gets the ball, he just says, "Ski." I had to.
All right.
I had to.
He was waiting for that one. Elijah Murray, play nominee number 1. Play nominee number 2. How about this one? We saw this. We're going to see it here in slow motion. Pineville's Ty Sanders with a big hit.
Knocks him into the weekend.
All right. Hayden Federico had no idea where it was coming from, but Ty Sanders says, give me some of that. And now, play nominee number 3.
That's right. You saw it coming. St. Mary's mixing Bankston, breaking the pocket like inflation. He's doing his best Chris Brown impression. I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. And Heavy steps into the end zone for the score.
Excuse me, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
This is turning into acapella class.
Yeah, we are just out of control at this point. That was a great play from Mixon. And out of all of those plays, which one was the best? You tell us. We'll pull up shortly on the website. So go ahead and vote. Voting will be open all weekend long, and the winner will be revealed Sunday on Sports Night.
And from the top plays to the top athlete, who deserves to be our next ACA Athlete of the Week? You can nominate your favorite athlete to be this week's winner. Just go to the Athlete of the Week page on our website and fill out our form. The winner is announced every Thursday right here on News Channel 5.
And before we go, we want to thank Antune Hospitality Group's family of restaurants for feeding our hungry crew. We got some pulled pork sandwiches since you don't eat squirrel.
Yeah.
So we got some pulled pork instead. We got some other meat instead. But look, that was just a few games. If you join us in a little bit over on Facebook Live and the website, we'll talk with the winning coach of our game of the week, Coach Jimmy Hillman. He'll be there with Mary Margaret Ellison. We'll also have highlights for the Nat Central game and the Ash game coming up in just a few minutes. See you there.